All right, so here is example one. You've got it written on your notes there. It says write the equation of the line that passes through this given point, because I told you they're going to give you a point, and is parallel to this equation, okay? So the key word is parallel. Now, right now, you're like, why do I need to know the key word is parallel? Because in a few minutes, I'm going to show you how to do perpendicular, and you're going to have to pay attention to the directions to see if I want an equation of a parallel line or a perpendicular line. So the key word in this problem is parallel, because that tells you what to do with the slope. Now, in this case, for a parallel line, you have to remember that the slopes are exactly the same. So you don't have to do anything to the slope other than identify it. So if you look at your equation, this is level one, easy peasy. My third grader could do this. If I told you to identify the slope, you know the slope is your m value. So basically, the parallel slope in your equation is -2. Remember, you pull everything. They're identical twins. So you take the sign, you take the number, you take everything that's in front of that x. Okay? Now remember, sometimes it's not going to be in slope-intercept form. Your equations for this example are, so you're ready to go. But if this is not in y equals mx plus b form, you have to put it in that form. If you make a mistake, let's say you forget and you say this is a +2, the entire problem is wrong, okay? Even though you may still graph parallel lines, you've got the wrong slope, so it's like you're in the right neighborhood, but you're at the wrong house. You see what I'm saying? You've got to make sure that the slope is absolutely correct, or the rest of the work you're going to do is going to be wrong. So in this case, my slope is -2. If you recall, over the past couple of days, whenever they give us our point, you know that that point is basically going to represent the x and y values in your equation. So if I have my slope, because I just had to pull it out, just had to identify it, my point gives me my x and y, all that's left is that b. So I'm going to solve for b. This is your step 2. So my b is 11, my y is 11, my slope is still -2, my x is also -2, just a coincidence, and I'm going to solve for b. Now at this point, you guys should be able to handle this. -2 times -2 is +4 plus b. You're going to subtract. Oh my goodness, some of you guys are still messing this up. We've been in school. We are on unit 6, and some of y'all are still messing this up. I don't know what else I can do for you if you're not going to pay attention and get it right. Because at this point, it's not me, it's you. You're just not paying attention. So 11 minus 4 is 7, so my b is 7. But that's not the equation, that's just your b. So if they want the equation of the line that's parallel to the given line, my final answer, and I'm going to write my little parallel like that to let you know this is the equation of the parallel line, is equal to the exact same slope times x plus 7. And if you compare the equation that we got and the equation that we started with, the only thing that changed was the y-intercept. And when we're talking about a parallel line, that will be the case. It'll be the only difference is your b. Okay? So let's try the second example. You go ahead and get started because you've got everything on the paper on your notes. And when you come back, I'm going to start the video and we'll talk about the answer. So